see me right now, but that is okay. Welcome back to the vlog. It is currently, oh my gosh, it is currently about 5:52 and I am driving into town right now to go to the gym. I am stuck behind a snowplow, hence the lights that's going on, which maybe you could see me a little bit, but yeah, we did end up getting a pretty bad like snowstorm slash freezing rainstorm last night, and they actually shut like a lot of places down today because they knew that the weather was going to be really bad. I don't think we got hit too bad. I know up north some places they were getting like 100 centimeters of snow, which is crazy. We were forecasted about 30, I think, and we did get quite a bit of snow last night, and then it turned into like freezing rain. So now it's just kind of like rainy and wet out, but it's still below zero, so I'm honestly not mad that there's a snowplow in front of me. And yeah, even though they shut a bunch of places down, we're still going in and we're still getting the gym done because I got some stuff to do this afternoon. So yeah, me and Ty are gonna hit a back day together. It is going to be nice to kind of get back into the morning routine, and overall I'm looking forward to it. I had a pretty good sleep, got about 7 hours, which was not bad at all. So that is the update for ya. Oh no, my snowplow's leaving me. Hello again. We just finished our back day. It is just after 8 and I had a really great workout. Honestly, I'm starting to feel like I'm looking jacked, which is crazy. I just feel like I'm starting to look leaner, which is also weird because I was actually up 2 pounds. So when I did my check-in last week, I was around 116.2. And then I did swap out, I think I'd mentioned I swapped out my my sweet potato for russet potato one day, and the next day I woke up 2 pounds heavier. So my digestion was not loving that, so we did make the switch back to sweet potatoes. But yeah, and I still haven't really like completely shed it yet. I've been trying to drink lots of water. I've been taking my glutamine, getting my fiber in. So yeah, I'm hoping that this week, like I said, I made my sweet potatoes on Saturday, so I implemented them again yesterday. Hopefully we can kind of get back on track, but I do have check-in with Coach tomorrow, and she's probably not going to be happy. But I literally have not changed anything else. Like, that's the only thing that I changed in regards to my diet this week. So curious, but it's very interesting how like the more in tune you get with your body, like the more you realize like, oh crap, maybe I shouldn't eat that, because I am getting more inflamed when I eat it. So anyways, that's the update on that. I'm gonna pop over to the grocery store. We need some more peanut butter, we need some more honey, and we need some more Greek yogurt, but it is pouring rain out. I don't know if you can hear that. It is pouring rain out. So I am just gonna hunker down at home for the rest of the day. I am onboarding another girly, doing like a consult call with her. So that is at 10:30. So by the time I get groceries, go home, eat my my breakfast, post-workout meal, whatever you want to call it, and then pop into my office, then I will be ready to go. So I hope that you have an amazing Monday. I hope that it is sunnier when you're watching this. I don't know. I'm over this weather. Anyways, okay, bye. Hello, and we are back. It is Monday afternoon. I had a really lovely morning. I actually had like a consult call for another one-to-one client, and she did sign on, so I got to working on her plan a little bit. I am now making my dinner. It's about 3:15. I'm trying to get my meals out of the way a bit earlier, so I just find that I don't like eating super late at night. So I have some plain chicken roasting in a pan right now. I have my cheesy broccoli in the oven. And for dinner tonight for Ty, I'm gonna do like a ground beef enchilada. So I'll probably show you how I make that, because it's like a super easy, high protein, pretty simple recipe to do that's super yummy. So I'm probably gonna get started on that while my chicken and broccoli kind of cooks. And yeah, I will take you along while I do that. All right, so I do just buy like the big family pack of ground beef, and this works out to be about 3 pounds of ground beef. 454 grams is 1 pound of raw ground beef. So this is the extra lean ground beef. So I'm gonna throw 1 pound into my second pan. I literally have 2 of the same pans. I don't know if you can see that. My chicken's cooking in this one, and then I'm gonna start cooking the ground beef in this one. And I literally just make it like I would taco meat. Like I put a pack of the Old El Paso taco seasoning in there, and that's how I make the base for the enchiladas. And then I will show you how I actually put together and like assemble them in the oven. And Today, I literally have just worked from home. It's been like super rainy and just gross out, like freezing rain, and just also, hello, my posture check. Alright, I need to pick you up because my posture was so bad. I can't do this today. It was so snowy and like rainy out. I just worked from home today. I literally just hunkered down and did some things from home. So yeah, I'm gonna throw this in the pan, measure it out, and I will talk to you once I have taco meat cooked, okay? I do always temp my chicken just to make sure that it's cooked. I also didn't season this with anything just because I'm measuring my seasonings, like how much salt I'm using and stuff. So I just did it plain and then I season it after I cook it. But okay, we're only at 137, so we gotta get to at least 165 for this to be cooked. So I'm gonna let that keep cooking. So I just packaged up the rest of the ground beef into 2-pound little baggies, and then I'm just gonna put them in the freezer. So I got 2 left over from that pack, so I'm just gonna throw them in the freezer up here, and that way we can have them throughout the rest of the week. I am gonna drain the grease out of this because like that's not giving very extra lean ground beef of you, so now that's done, I'm gonna add my taco seasoning and my water. Hit 165. So once this is done cooking, I'm probably just gonna let it sit for like 10 minutes while I eat my dinner. And then I will start to put the enchiladas together, but literally all you need is to grate out some cheese, some tortillas, a can of enchilada sauce, and yeah, you're pretty well good to go. So I'm gonna throw together my chicken, rice, cheesy broccoli, and I will talk to you later. So this is my dinner. This is like my classic, like chicken, rice, cheesy broccoli. So I have 100 grams of broccoli, just the frozen stuff. I measured out frozen. And then I put 20 grams of old cheddar cheese on it. I have 175 grams of brown basmati rice, 60 grams of just like roasted chicken. And then I put 5 grams of sriracha on it and then 2 grams of chicken seasoning. So that is my dinner. I'm gonna eat this quick and then I'm gonna put together the enchiladas for Ty for tonight, and yeah, I'll show you how I do that. Right, so this is the setup. We have our cooked taco meat here. I did measure that so that I know how much meat to put in each enchilada. I also measured the cheese, so I did 160 grams of cheese, so it's gonna be 20 grams of cheese per enchilada. I also do a tablespoon of enchilada sauce in each tortilla with everything else, and then I throw it in our little dish here. All right, so I throw my tortilla on here. Then I just zero out my scale. I'm gonna be doing 55 grams of my meat mixture here, just because when I weighed it, divvied up by 8, it worked out to be 55 grams. Then I just zero my scale out again, and then I do 20 grams of cheese, and then 1 tablespoon of enchilada sauce inside. So honestly, it's really easy to make, really easy to prep. They reheat super well. And you can honestly even freeze them if you want. You just roll it up. Try not to spill any of this filling out of it. And then just stack them in our little container here. And I'm gonna keep doing it for the next 6 of them, okay? All right, so this is our enchiladas. They are now done. I'm done making them. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna cook these for like, I don't know, half hour until the cheese is melty. I don't know, but yeah, hopefully you can see them there. They look bomb. Good morning. It is now Tuesday morning and it is check-in day. And so I am going to make my coffee and I'm gonna put it in one of my little travel mugs. And then I'm gonna head downstairs and I'm gonna throw my posing suit on and then I'm gonna put my heels on. But I did get a pretty good sleep last night. Let me just pull up my Oura ring here. All right, so I got 8.5 hours of sleep, which is really nice. My sleep score is 92, so we love that. My resting heart rate's been up a little bit, but I also feel like that happened last year too when I started doing cardio more consistently. Overall, I'm super pleased with that. I had a good drop in weight this morning. I just weighed myself and I was 116.3, whereas last week on Tuesday I was 116.2. But I was up to like 118 point something over the weekend just because I think I mentioned I swapped out my sweet potato for russet potato. My body was not loving it. So I was a little bit nervous today because even yesterday I was still like 118, high 117s. Like I was kind of sticking around there since last week, like since the weekend. So, but I am glad that we are back down. Sunday was my rest day and yesterday was my back day, and I feel like I get a lot of inflammation from like my really heavy leg days too sometimes. I do notice that I'm up a weight after my leg days, so it kind of worked out nicely. So anyways, I'm gonna get my coffee ready, head downstairs, and do my check-in for Coach. The back. I feel like my shoulders are looking. I had a crazy back day yesterday and I literally looked so jacked, and it was wild because I was looking back on pictures for myself from March last year and I was like, oh my god, I don't even know that person anymore. Like I genuinely don't even recognize that person anymore. So yeah, little sidebar, but 1 year, absolutely crazy. So I can't believe that this is now my life, that I'm sitting in a bikini in heels on my floor in my basement right now filming myself. Yeah, so my check-in videos are complete. The only thing is I have no idea where my little like body measuring tape is. I always keep it with my check-in stuff and it is literally not down here. So I don't know if Lennon got to it and dropped it somewhere and it's under, I looked under the couch, I can't find it under the couch. So a little bit concerning. If not, I don't have another body measuring tape. I literally just gonna have to use like a construction one. So we'll see about that. But as long as my videos are done, I'm happy about that. I am going to go upstairs, look for my measuring tape a little bit more. Also, I'm not going to stress too much about it. I'm going to have my coffee while I do it. And then I'm going to probably have meal number 1 once I measure myself somehow. But that's the plan. And I do have my Tuesday morning meeting. I am going to be doing it from home today. We got so much snow last night, so I am not leaving the house until this afternoon when the plows go by or something. Oh my god, my hair is crazy. But yeah, that's the update. I'm feeling lean, feeling like I literally look like a mad scientist. I feel like my body is like looking pretty good. So we'll see what Coach says, but that's the update for you. I'm gonna go have my vitamins. Peace. So I did find my measuring tape. I got my measurements in. I just took my vitamins. I'm gonna do meal 1 before my meeting. So that is gonna be a little bit weird because normally I work out in the morning, so I prep my pre and post as like sweet treat breakfasty sort of items. But whatever, I'm gonna have chicken, cheesy broccoli, and sweet potato for meal number 1. It is about 10 after 8, so I'm gonna get that in me. And I am just gonna do my meeting from home, and it's really nice because I can listen to it. So I'm just gonna put it on my iPad and probably walk on the treadmill downstairs while I listen to my meeting. And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to actually submit my check-ins. So in the mornings, I just take my videos fasted, and then I do need to like fill out a little questionnaire and just submit everything through my app. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. That way it's in before 11. And then after that, I will likely go to the gym. Excuse me. Literally being a psychopath. But then I'm gonna go to the gym. Good morning. Again, this is my meal number 1. This is my breakfast. We got 100 grams of broccoli, 20 grams of cheese, 165 grams of baked sweet potato, and then 65 grams of roasted chicken breast. So, actually, no, sorry, 55 grams of roasted chicken breast. Something about that, but ooh, don't look back there. Got all my containers out. Anyways, I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm gonna hop on my meeting and the treadmill. Peace. Hello. I wanted to pop back on here because we got Coach's feedback from our check-in this morning. So I'm gonna run you through what she wanted me to adjust because we did make some changes last week. So last week on check-in day, we did not make any changes and we just ran the same plan that we had the week prior to that. But this week we did not see really any drop in weight. I was actually like up 2 pounds for a while. I was back down today, but I was still up 1.1 pounds from last check-in. So we did make some adjustments. She did pull 10 grams of carbs and 5 grams of fat on both my high and my low days. And we kept protein the same. And we also adjusted cardio to now 40 minutes, 5 times a week. Heart rate stays the same, everything stays the same. But yeah, so I did do my first 40-minute session of cardio today, which sucks. But anyways, we're doing it. It was fine. I just did some work on my phone. And then we now up steps to 12,000 a day, whereas we were at 11,000 before. So that was Coach's update. So unfortunately, because of my adjustment for my macros, I do not get any cheese on my broccoli on my meal tonight. I am just about to have my dinner, and then I'm gonna have my creamy in about 2 hours. And yeah, so this is literally just 140 grams of rice because we did pull a bit of carbs. I upped the chicken to make up for what I took out in the cheese, and we just have some plain steamed broccoli. I did put some Chipotle mango seasoning on here, but that is the update. I'm gonna make some chicken drumsticks for Ty after I eat this. He's working late tonight, so hopefully I'll have that ready for him when he gets home. And yeah, we have a 5 a.m. gym sesh on the docket for tomorrow. It is shoulders, which I love training shoulders. And I'm just like feeling like I'm looking jacked right now, low-key. So I'm super excited. Hopefully Ty can come with me in the morning. I don't know, he did throw his back out at work yesterday and he was not feeling the best. So we shall see, pending if we don't go together in the morning, I'm gonna go in the afternoon. But yeah, that's that. I'm gonna eat up, but I just wanted to update you. So talk to you later, bye. We're going to do our chicken check. I am in my PJs. And Ty's already out there. I'm gonna set you down, put my boots on. But it's been really cold, and we did actually unplug their water. You can't even see me. We did unplug their water last week, and then because we didn't think it was gonna get cold again, and then it got cold, and today was like what, -26. So we're gonna go check on them and see how they're doing. I don't know if they'll have any eggs for us, but we basically just want to make sure that their water is not frozen, that they have food. And yeah, we haven't had an egg in probably, I think, since last time I talked to you. So that was what, last Monday? And it is now Wednesday. So we will see. Let me see. Oh my God. That's crazy. Happy Thursday, guys. It is just after lunch. I did go into the gym this morning and we did do a leg day at the Y. So I was at the gym until I want to say like 6 until 9-ish. And then I popped into the office. I had a meeting with a first-time home buyer today, so that was really nice. Just got some questions out of the way. I just ended up leaving the office and heading home, and I'm just going to make my lunch. And I just wanted to pop on here and say that I am like super excited because I signed up for a posing seminar yesterday. So I'm actually going to be going down to the Pure Muscle and Fitness gym in April, which I've never gone down there before, and I'm so pumped because I feel like there's so many machines at that gym, and I'm doing like an in-person posing session. So me and Ty are going to go down for the weekend, and yeah, I'm super pumped for that. So that is like the second weekend of April. So hopefully I can bring my camera and vlog through there because that would be so cool. But yeah, so I'm just gonna make my lunch for now. I honestly don't even know if I talked to you yesterday. I feel like I'm all over the map. But yeah, I'm gonna make my lunch, and then after that, I'm gonna work on some coaching stuff. I have to get a girlie's plan over to her today, so I'm gonna finish that up while I walk on the treadmill. I have now discovered that I can walk on the treadmill with my laptop. So that is like a complete game changer. So I'm gonna work on that while I'm walking. And then of course, after that, I'm gonna send her little Loom video over, just kind of going through everything. And then I don't know if I've talked about this on here before either, but I am now, like, I'm a certified mat Pilates instructor, and I'm going to be teaching at this new studio that's opening up in town here. And it's opening up in a few weeks, and I've just kind of been like practicing on my own and stuff, but I really need to like kind of lock in and kind of get a little bit more organized. So that I'm going to work on some of that today, just kind of like figuring out the timing for my sequences and like timing it with the music, I think. So that is another thing that I'm going to try to work on this afternoon, but I'm super excited for that to open up, honestly. And just a lot of like fitness stuff going on this year, so I'm super pumped about that. But that is my update for you. I have the oven on. I'm going to put my cheesy broccoli in, and I will talk to you later. I completely thought that I recorded that, but I don't think I did. So I'm measuring out my broccoli. I measure out 115 grams of frozen broccoli because by the time it cooks, it works out to be about 100 after the water kind of leaves it. And then I put 20 grams of cheese on there. Yesterday was a high carb day, so my fats were lower, so 20 grams of cheese is a good day. So I'm gonna pop this in the oven. I do not season this because I season it when I take everything out of the oven. I cook all my food plain just so I can measure my salt intake because Coach has me on a salt goal. But yeah, I also want to show you something in like 2 seconds, so I'm gonna grab that. And while these are cooking, I'm gonna make our pre-workouts for tomorrow morning because it's gonna be an early morning again, okay? So obviously standard Elevate chocolate cake cream of rice. We eat this every single morning for our pre-workout snack with our peanut butter, protein, blueberries, you know the drill. We don't change this. I literally eat this every day. I just have adjusted my quantities accordingly as like coaches decrease macros. But I got it and I'm so excited to try this, and I'm gonna do a whey drip with this one. Normally I just mix in my protein powder with the chocolate cake one because I like the consistency, but I am totally gonna do a whey drip with this one tomorrow morning because I feel like my protein powder is gonna make it like almost like a cream cheese icing, and I am so excited to try this. I genuinely don't think you understand how excited I am to try this. So I'm gonna make this for me for tomorrow, and I'll probably just do the chocolate cake one for Ty because I don't know if he'll like it. But I'm so excited. So I just wanted to share that with you. And I also picked up some more creatine today. I do take a scoop of creatine every single day, but that is the update. I will talk to you later. Happy Sunday. I don't think I picked you up yesterday, so I wanted to just kind of talk about what happened yesterday and just chat with you quick before I end out this vlog. So yeah, yesterday was honestly a really nice day. I did go to the gym in the morning. Me and Ty went together. We did kind of like my leg day, leg A, lower A, which is like the start of my split again. And honestly, like I'm really happy with how I'm still progressing. I feel like my strength is still going up. I'm still pushing really hard in the gym despite us like entering into a further deficit this week. I mean, I know nothing was crazy change wise with coach, but yeah, like my strength is still going up. I'm still pushing more weight. I'm still pushing more reps. And I also think I'm like getting more comfortable with the movements as well, because when I did switch to my new coach, it'd be like a month and a week or two ago, she put me on a completely new training split with a lot of exercises that I was not really familiar with. Like she has me doing a lot of leg press and a lot of hack squat. And honestly, like I never used that equipment before. I would always like try to sub things out because I hated the hack squat. I always felt like I felt it in my quads, which wasn't what we really wanted. So yeah, now that I've kind of learned and she's kind of helped me pinpoint my form down, I'm really enjoying these pieces of equipment because I feel like I can push myself really hard on them. So just getting more comfortable with that and really learning my body and how hard I can really push myself with those. So yeah, I'm super, super happy. I had such a good leg day yesterday. I was like, oh my God, we're building glutes. This is happening. Okay. And then after that, I did have some buyers who came in from out of town. So I spent the afternoon doing some showings with them. And then Ty's family did come over and we just kind of like sat together and just like had a really nice afternoon together. And yeah, then I just sent over a new one of my girly that I onboarded her plan over, which was excellent. And then me and Ty had a little movie night, which was really fun. We actually watched 2 movies, which I feel like we never ever do. So it was a really nice, relaxing evening. And today we are kind of hitting the ground running. It's just about 9:30 now, and I'm heading into town for a showing at 10. And then after that, I am going to grab coffee with one of my friends. I was supposed to see her last weekend, but it just didn't quite work out with the weather and everything. So we are going to go grab a coffee today. And after that, I'm going to be coming home, and I got 4 check-ins ahead of me. So we got a lot of girlies to check in with, and yeah, I'm super excited. And honestly, I've just been really enjoying doing this coaching thing. And yeah, it's going to be such a great day. I also had Elevate cinnamon bun cream of rice this morning. I showed you that. immaculate. One of my new favorite flavors. I do still think I like chocolate cake the best. I can't stray from her. She's my baby. But I did really enjoy the cinnamon bun one. So, and I did like a whey drip on it. So it was almost like a cream cheese icing moment. And chef's kiss. It was so good. So that was this morning. But yeah, I just wanted to pop in and touch base with you because like I said, I literally didn't pick up the camera at all yesterday. So that's it. That's all. If you are still watching, thank you so much. And I'm going to end the vlog out here because I probably won't pick it up for the rest of the day because I'm going to be quite busy. But yeah, today's rest day, so I'm really just going to try to be present, enjoy my time with friends, and just enjoy the work that I have to do this afternoon. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have an amazing week ahead, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.